What is happening, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, breaking down this upcoming three-game slate for Friday's preseason slate. So before we get always a like button for me, definitely subscribe. That helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm, stuff like that. You'll know how it goes. We're here breaking down this three-game slate. I'm doing this solo. It's kind of late. I didn't really want to bother Dustin it being late. Like I said, but we're both sweating out this two-gamer for tonight. I have the games on my iPad. I'm excited to break down this three-game slate, though. We're wrapping up preseason pretty fast. Regular season, I'm gonna have, like I said, Dustin's gonna hop on with me for a couple shows. I know Jamison, he's gonna hop on me at two. We did videos in the past together before, so it's exciting times on the channel. It's definitely exciting. But we're here breaking down this three-game slate. We're gonna go team by team. Let's start off with the Jaguars. So Trevor Lawrence. So they're supposed to play two quarters. Again, what does two quarters mean? Well, if they look good, or they get pulled? If they kind of look bad, are they going to get the full two quarters? This should be somebody that I'm looking at with Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to look to stack him with a couple guys in the single entry lineup. I don't mind going to Trevor Lawrence at all. And then ETN, again, I don't know how much two quarters truly is. It's preseason talk. It can mean a lot of things. Like I said, even with Andy Reid and the Chiefs, I talked about it the last night on the slate today. What does, like I said, what does starters mean, and what does the quarters mean? Maybe I'm looking into it too much. Um, but I don't mind Travis Etienne as well. Matt, going back to the quarterback though, Matt Jones has looked good. He's it's been a great preseason for him so far. Running back wise, I'm not really looking at any running backs other than possibly ETN. If we're going to go to the receiver log, Austin Trammell had a great game last game. Parker Washington caught the TD. Um, again, starters wise, I don't. Kirk is not going to play. I don't think he's not here. He's not practicing. So that leaves Gabe Davis. So does that mean the Trevor Lawrence and Gabe Davis kind of connection could work? It's certainly in play. I don't mind going to Washington at all if you want to play some Matt Jones here. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Tight end wise, I'm not really looking at much. There's too many tight ends still. Let's go to Atlanta though. Looking at Atlanta, um, Penix Jr. So he's expected to be held out of Atlanta's final position game against Jacksonville on Friday. So I don't understand it. I don't understand that. Are they trying to like keep him healthy for years but upon years? I don't get it. I don't imagine Kirk Cousins is going to play either. I mean, yeah, he's supposed to not even suit up for any. Yeah, he's not playing. So that leaves Taylor Heineke and John Paddock. So Paddock resigned. Yeah, yeah. So Paddock 9 for 17, Heineke 8 for 16. I'm gonna fade both of them. Running back wise, that's kind of a mixed bag. I mean, Carlos Washington, again, he started. I don't really want much of this team. It's just kind of a mess. If you want to go to Jace McClain, I get it. Um, but again, it's just kind of a mess all the way around. I mean, Chris Blair for 91, that's a well name. Jesse Matthews, 5 for 38. Josh Ali, 1 for 19. Again, I'm not really the box score watcher is going to go to Chris Blair, but again, I'm just not really getting much of this team, if any. I'm looking to fade this team as a whole and kind of moving on with the slate. Going to Miami. So you have Tua. So yeah, no interruptions in the preseason one of the Commanders. Yeah, he looked good. So I don't know what the Dolphins are going to do exactly. I mean, are they going to play starters? Because Tua played, and then you have A Chain and Mostert. You have none of the receivers really played. So again, what are the Dolphins going to do? Are they going to start the starters? Or are they going to bench them? So if we're going to go with narrative number one, if the starters do play, I don't mind going to Tua here. If he gets a couple drives here and there. Looking at Mostert and A Chain, it's a mixed bag. I'm looking to fade both. Going to receiver, again, a bunch of injuries. Yeah, so maybe some Washington, maybe some Schwartz. Again, it's going to be River Craycraft is hurt. Will be out for some. Yeah, so Willie Snead is hurt. I'm not really looking at them. So for me, Malik Washington, I like him. He's looked good, decent. He's looked decent this preseason. So again, I have a mixed bag of receivers. Just pick and choose. You know how I like to say that. You know how I like to say that. So going to Tampa Bay. Let's pull up their old game log. So Kyle Trask and John Wolford, Sean Tucker, Bucky Irving, six carries, 4 carries for Sean Tucker. Cody Thompson, 5 for 66. Tanner Canoe, 5 for 33. Kind of all over the place. So let's look. So other healthy stars will take the field. So for me, again, Baker Mayfield, how many drives is he going to get? That's the mystery. How many drives is Rashid White going to get? How many drives is Mike Evans Godwin are going to get? So how much do they go to Jacksonville personally? Just because I know they're going to get 2 quarters at least. I know based on just coach talk. I mean, I know based on coach talk. Again, I don't know if it's fully true, but I know that they should at least get 2 quarters, maybe. So again, will I want a couple drives from Baker? Or am I going to want a ton of Jacksonville possibly? So for me, Tampa Bay, I'm not really wanting to get to the starters. That means I'm not really going to get the quarterbacks. I don't mind going to Bucky Irving though, running back. With the injuries, again, Trey Palmer, we know the downfield threat. He could get run, but I don't know if he's considered a starter. So let's go to San Fran. Brock Purdy. So we'll get some snaps. Is that going to mean 3 drives like last time, or is that going to mean I don't know what that means? See, they have a ton of quarterbacks though. I'm not really looking to get to the quarterbacks on the 49ers. Running back wise, obviously no CMC. Elijah Mitchell resumed practicing Wednesday. Let's pull up the running back snaps. Last time, Josh Dobbs, the ghost of Matt Breida, 7 for 24. So are they going to give Matt Breida some more run? I mean, again, there's a ton of running backs on this team. And receivers wise, it's all over the place. I mean, Jennings didn't play. Ricky Purcell didn't play. So Cowling, Latu, Breida, all over the place. All over the place. So again, Jacob Cowling, I'm just gonna go right back to him. Maybe some Trey Martin, or no, that's not Trey Martin, my bad. Um Ronnie Bell, again, it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. Latu, I don't mind going to though. He's looked good this preseason. Let's go to Las Vegas to wrap this slate up. So Gardner Minshew announced was the starter. So he's not expected to play. How does Aiden O'Connell look? He's not played either. So I'm just going to leave this up here. For the love, do not play Nathan Peterman. Please don't. Please don't play Nathan Peterman. So I'm going to go to Carter Bradley. I know it's a long shot in the dark, but again, I do not trust Peterman for my life. If I had to bet if Nathan Peterman can give me a first down in my life, depending on it, I would be scared, to say the least. So I don't mind Bradley. Again, I don't mind some of these running backs either. They don't have a huge running back room. Samir White, Alexander Madison. Again, I don't mind going to these guys on this team. I wouldn't mind going to any of them, to be honest. Receiver wise, Trey Tucker looked good. Christian Wilkerson, DJ Turner. I like a lot of these receivers. Again, I think I'm going to play a lot of the Raiders. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Wilkerson, Turner, Trey Tucker. I like a lot of these guys. So again, my viewpoint on this slate is I'm going to play, as scary as it sounds, I'm going to play some of Las Vegas. I'm going to play some of Jacksonville. I'm going to mix and max Tampa Bay and Miami. I'm going to fade Atlanta. So that breaks down the slate process, though. Thank you for tuning in. It was a great and safe rest, and everybody have a good one.